Welcome to the PSR YouTube channel. Hey, I love YouTube. YouTube's awesome. It's awesome. You should become a YouTube creator. Totally. This video will get monetized. Yes.
Whoa, yeah. We're having lots of family fun now. Whoa, yeah. None of these are real guns now. Whoa, yeah. Also got a Patreon, the link is in description. Got some merch too, yeah, you know you wanna get some.
Thank you for being patient. I think we've stroked the algorithm enough for today. The video starts in 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another special episode of PSR. I've got Jacob from Novox Research here. He's here to show me all these cool toys he's brought, and the main subject we're talking about right now is the XSD. This is a hub adapter system that allows you to run a integrally suppressed setup on your AR9 or CZ Scorpion, which is what we have here. I'm gonna let you take the floor and tell me a little bit about the project, but first we gotta thank the channel sponsor for PSR, and that is Aves Engineering. Guys, if you're squirting out a glizzy of any kind, or even a Mac Daddy, a cheeky Mac Daddy, you're gonna wanna check out Aves because they've got all of the rails for all of your DIY Glocks, as well as a ton of Mac 11 uppers. Mac 11 uppers you could use on a normal Mac 11, but also on your Mac Daddy or your mac and cheese. Never in a million years would I use PSR for 10% off your entire order from Aves. So thank you again to Aves for being the channel sponsor for PSR. So tell me all about the XSD.
So here we have the final product. Real nice, real totally modular.
This is an AR9 one.
Correct,
right?
correct. So yeah, we have it ported so that 115s, 124s come out Subsonic. And we specifically made it to where not only is it totally modular, so it comes with an extra adapter, comes with a alpha adapter. Hub is installed to it, alpha we throw in the tube with it.
Oh, so it comes with two adapters?
Correct.
Awesome.
Spanner wrenches, adapter, barrel, and the shroud all in the same kit.
Wow.
The second version coming out, the second run changed a little bit so that the Scorpion uses the same adapter now.
Oh, that's cool.
So now instead of having to worry about getting a different barrel and a different adapter, just throw the same shroud on there.
For people who don't maybe know about what an SD is, a lot of people think, oh, you tuck the can under this rail, it's an SD. Tell me what exactly this system does to your gun, different than just putting a suppressor in.
Right, so specifically speaking, the ports here, we put those early enough in the barrel to prevent the 9mm from accelerating beyond the speed of sound. Throws that gas out the side and the shroud catches it. The XSD itself is not just for suppressors. We specifically modeled these adapters after the blast diffusers made by B&T. If you shoot this out, anything attached to it, it's still a linear compensator. And it makes a hilarious jet of flame out of the front. The taper adapter at the bottom of the barrel. Traditional SD cans use a O-ring and an M18 thread to seal. We don't. We use our own thread to pitch, and we also use a integral taper lock. So not only does it hold concentricity at the base of the barrel in addition to the end of the barrel with that, seals the system so that no gas can escape out the rear, keeps your threads clean so you're not looking at any sort of carbon lock. This is the second prototype. It used that M18 thread. Had a slightly different porting system, closer to the actual HK ports. We use fewer ports now, but it still has about the same surface area. Kind of helps it from getting blocked out. HK says every 800 rounds at most before you're supposed to brush the barrel. Keep the ports from blocking. I've gone through 3,000 on the same barrel and haven't had a single port block. And these do fit under any sort of handguard you want to do. As long as it's a free float handguard, pretty well the XSD will fit under it.
I am familiar with the Broad River Tactical system that uses a CMMG radio delay. You're not doing the radio delay, you're doing blowback.
Yeah, so we started with blowback. We have talked to CMMG about getting some OEM barrels, just because, I mean, we've been getting emailed a lot. You do CMMG? Not yet, you know?
Yeah.
I really just kind of wanted to get something going, something started. These kits, I would never describe their cost on YouTube, of course. However, if you just happen to have approximately 350 beans laying somewhere for the entire kit, barrel and hub and alpha included.
That's a very reasonable amount of beans for what you get. You get 2 hub mounts and, you know, whatever can you already got, as long as it's 9 mil, you in a hub or alpha, you got it.
And we're expanding, ever expanding. I've just this week modeled the GHM9, the Strabog.
Nice.
We might be working on the Mac, maybe.
Nice.
Who knows where the future will take us.
I can't wait to try shooting this. So this is your own gun that you brought, and we put this is just a normal Scorpion lower because you had the 3+.
Right.
We got all my mags and just a couple of yours, so we figured we'd throw that on here. But the paint job on this is pretty spectacular, dude.
Thank you, thank you.
It kind of reminds me of like a tropical drink.
It's just as peaceful as one as well.
Yeah. Tequila sunrise right there. 5 o'clock somewhere for all you alcoholics.
James Reeves, where are you?
Oh, I'm genuinely about to gag. Oh. All right, it's not so bad.
We got the Escalon trigger pack. This is the Nexus Evo, so it is a bearing delayed Scorpion. From what I understand, I think Nexus is working on offering the XSD in their guns, which is super cool. Nexus, great guys. They are also the ones that make the super safe, compatible Kuna lower. It'll be sick to try this thing out. This is an integrally suppressed Scorpion. Never shot one of these before. We have my Scorpion, which is also a Nexus Evo one with a can on it, but it's not integrally suppressed. So I'm really curious. We shoot 115s, 124s, and I think we got some 147s as well as some 150 grains, because I'm really curious if the supersonic rounds, the 115 and the 124 specifically, how that'll do out of this versus our Nexus Evo with subs, you know, in the traditional non-SD configuration suppressed. So, and
your can is a traditional baffle stack, right?
Yes.
So this is a flow through. That'll be even a better competition.
Yes, that'll be really interesting also to see about the gas and stuff. We've given the people enough info. I hope you guys learned some stuff. Let's shoot this thing and see how it shoots.
All right.
Fuck yeah. Alrighty, here we are. We're gonna try 115 grain supersonic, which is kind of like either 115 or 124 is the optimal rounds you'd want to use in this, because they're cheaper than Subsonic usually, and they should come out Subsonic. But we're about to find out. Let's go into the berm first with our first shot here. This is a Ridgeback Defense suppressor, and it's got a little flow-through action going on, 3D printed. Pretty cool. Let's see how it sounds. Oh my goodness, dude. That's 115. That's so crazy. What? That's nuts, dude. That is so quiet. That is so crazy. Woo! Baby. Dude, that is nuts. Dude, that's like that's insanely quiet.
Thank you.
Let's try this lower, same lower in my Nexus Evo, and we'll try these 115s and you'll see the difference. Now let's try the Nexus Evo. So this is with an AB suppressor, traditional back pressure with the 115s. So this should be a little bit more of a crack. Let's hear it. Here we go, into the berm. Yeah, wow. So one distinctive thing I've noticed about the Nexus Evo is it makes kind of like this like ping sound. I don't know if it's the receiver being aluminum versus plastic, but it's got this nice little ping sound, but it's harder to hear the ping when it's supersonic like that, and you hear this crack. You hear that echo crack? And I'll just play that right now so you can hear the difference. Noticeable difference. Honestly though, I have no problem shooting this with supers, but it is way louder. So we're gonna try 124s now. There's 10 124s and then it's 115. So it'll be interesting to hear the difference. Here's 124. Oh man. That seemed like it was a 115 there. It's a lower pitch with the 124s.
Yeah, it's the tone.
Yeah, so I can tell just a slight difference between the 115 and 124s. The 124s and 115s are like the same like decibel, I would say, or probably around the same, but the tone of the 124 is just a little bit deeper, but not bassy. It's probably a little bit quieter.
I wouldn't know much about a little bit deeper. It's
We got to bump fire the rest of them. Oh my God. That
you hear the round tumble after it hits the dirt.
That's crazy. That's so fast.
Want to try 147?
Let's try 147. So I know that some SD setups, they don't recommend using Subsonic because they say that it's such little velocity, sometimes you can get a squib.
I don't have a ton of experience with the 124s, with the 147s. I shot like 2 boxes. One of them was Winchester White, and believe it or not, out of battery. I know, Winchester White being a piece of shit, who would have guessed? They're going about 850 out of the barrel.
Okay.
So I think it'll most likely escape, but let's see. Try to hit steel so we make sure, so that if you don't.
Whoa. I don't know if it was quieter, but dude, the recoil on it was like nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely less sharp recoil. Feels like it. Feels softer.
Okay, hit dirt. I gotta hear that.
Let's listen to the dirt. That's crazy. We're going subsonic 1 round and then supersonic the next round. So this is subsonic 147. Now this is 124. Just a tiny bit louder. I do notice just a little bit sharper recoil with the supersonic. Maybe just ever so slightly. But holy shit, that is quiet as fuck. Bump fire. Yeah, baby. I'm super impressed with the sound signature.
Thank you. The only round I found that was still pretty loud was Aguila, the Brazilian. Dude, I mean, the Brazilian go-go powder gotta be in there. I don't know. It still comes out going like 1,100 feet per second.
Oh wow! And you haven't had any issues with any of the ammo cycling in this gun? Yeah, I've had the same thing. Like I haven't had any.
Nexus knocked out of the park. Dude.
Yeah, everything, it eats everything. So unlike an AR9 sometimes.
I would say this is my favorite demo gun because I don't have to be like, don't jam, don't jam, don't jam.
You brought the AR9 SD. I think we should try that thing now.
Yeah, little special hole in there.
Oh, ooh, you got a third hole?
That's what my dad called me.
Ooh, hell yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what do we got here? Tell me about this, Jacob.
So this is the AR9. This is the slimmest 9mm build I could do. So that is an Echo Machine TLX, 1.3 outer diameter underneath the KAK handguard, which is 1.365 inches inner diameter.
Ah, so it's, dude, that tuck is beautiful.
Dude, yeah, it's
I must say, out of all the tucks one could do.
Now that heat wrap is necessary because it gets hotter than all get out. It's a weird fire control group in there. I don't know. I ordered it and it came with like some extra parts. I don't know. Yeah, and it malfunctions. It goes too far. I don't know.
Something's wrong with that. I don't know what's going on.
And I mean, it'll run away on you. I'd say the least.
Yeah. Are you gonna offer the slim one as well as?
Yeah. So that's the same. It's the same thing. With the hub mount, it's the widest outer part of the XSD is 1.5 inches.
Nice.
And that's the spanner wrenches, slots.
Nice.
And with the alpha adapter on there, which is what the TLX uses, the widest outer part is 1 1/4 inch.
Nice.
So any sort of really free float handguard you want to do,
very cool.
you can put it under there.
And this is just direct blowback, right?
Yes.
I think we got to shoot this thing right now.
Run it.
Woo! It's definitely got more recoil than the Evo, but dude, quiet as shit. Let's try the 147s. You want to try? Have you tried 147s in this thing?
Yeah, that's one I had out of battery with the Winchester White 147s.
Oh, great.
Well, they were hollow points, so you know.
Hopefully, we'll
and a different barrel. I actually make my own feed cones on those, so.
All right. Well, we're gonna try the 147s into the berm. Ooh, it's getting hot.
Yeah.
Woo! That's lighter recoil. It feels like lighter recoil. Yeah. And sound-wise, it's so quiet. Little stovepipe, and we're out. Didn't lock back. So 147s didn't lock back. Makes sense. Even though you can fit this can underneath this, might be beneficial to have like a SD rail.
The typical one I recommend is that Midwest Industries Suppressor series.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I got an AR9 one. I got an MCX one. They're great. But wow, that is extremely quiet. You got another upper too. I do. You want to try that thing?
Yeah, sure.
Let's try it out. We made some modifications.
Yeah, a little gunsmith break.
We're actually gonna be able to do semi. Yeah. And this is the same exact AR9 SD setup as the other gun, the other upper we tried. I'm really curious to see what it sounds like next to the Evo, because I mean, they're both blowback 9s, but that one has a bearing delay in it. It'd be just fun to try them side to side. So let's just do a couple semi-auto shots into the berm and see how it sounds. Still pretty damn quiet. All right, let's try the Nexus. I believe these are either 124s or 115s. They are supers. Quieter.
Yep.
Definitely quieter. Wow. And there's less gas coming out of the ejection port. Let's just go back to back here. So AR9, Nexus. Very similar actually when you go back to back. This has this distinctive ping. The Nexus uses that bearing delay system and it comes back with that extra power spring very hard. The sound of the action on this is actually a little bit louder than the sound of the action on this, which is fun. But now let's just dump her, eh? Woo! Oh,
Killed it.
Killed the target. Jacob, that is sick.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
I think I can see why having a little bit more rail estate and girth on the rail.
As I told James Reeves, we like the fat ones.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. Aesthetically, it is so cool when you have the can tucked in the rail, but when you can say that it's an actually SD ported barrel and everything. I know these things get pretty dirty from my experience. When do you usually clean this thing?
Man, so all right, I've kind of pushed it, you know. So I've done some demo days with like ARFCOM and stuff like that. I procedurally cleaned it, where I scraped off carbon from around the ports. I just brushed carbon in the middle of the barrel and I left it untouched at the very end.
Yeah.
So 3,000 rounds, caked up enough carbon just in front of the ports, like right around the end of the taper adapter.
Yeah.
That you actually have to kind of just like pull and twist, very familiar motion, and to cut the carbon off the barrel with the threads. The carbon ain't gonna hurt it. You're not gonna tear up the threads or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to scrape carbon off if you let it run that long.
Nice.
That happens at about 1,000 rounds, and it obviously just incrementally grows.
Yeah.
You don't really start to have issues until around 1,000 rounds.
I think this might be also supers. Trying this out. Obviously, your biggest competitor is probably Broad River Tactical.
Right.
You guys, around the same time we're making these, and the thing I noticed about the AR9 direct blowback is just because of the nature of direct blowback, it's got more recoil than like the CMMG rated delay, which is what the Broad River uses. I have to have it right next to me, which I don't, but
Sure.
very similar.
I'm sure it's a little bit quieter. It just, the nature of it takes longer to open up the action.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it might be a tiny bit quieter, but then again, I was using a flow-through can. Let's get to the rest of this thing.
Dump
Full
it.
auto here. Dumper, eh?
It's your fault. You called it.
I spoke too soon. Yeah, just AR9 things, guys. Fun time. Ooh.
That one was beautiful.
That one was utterly
I wonder if it was the subs.
beautiful.
That made it.
I think it might have been the subs, yeah. Whew. She rocks, dude. Damn, now it's starting to
And
get that heat a little bit more now.
Oh yeah.
So right now, we've got another visitor, James.
Internally, we call him the Swiss autist.
The Swiss autist. Tell me about this thing. What the hell have you done here?
So we've done a couple mods. This started life as Brugger SPC9, favorite gun. We installed a XSD from Novox on it. That plus Ridgeback can. This is actually serial number 1 of the Ridgeback cans. And then a lower from LM Ironworks that I designed with Novox. It takes PPSH magazine, including the drum mag, and go fast triggers like the wide open trigger, which B&T does not. Their lowers are non-compatible with most of that style trigger. So
got it. You said it's probably the most soft shooting B&T 9 that you know of?
It is. It's the smoothest I've tried. I've not tried the KH9, but I suspect this is smoother because the KH9 is somewhat similar to the GHM.
Yep.
It uses a hydraulic buffer. It's still shorter than an AR platform because it's got a shorter bolt, shorter buffer.
This is kind of the KH9 SD at home almost, but still B&T price. The lower, this is additively manufactured, I assume.
SLS.
But SLS additive, nice. I would love to shoot this thing.
All right, well, go ham.
Here we go, we got one mode and that's fast mode. Oh my goodness. All right, little failure to feed, but holy fuck. That is fucking sick. Oh, baby. And we're clear. Oh my God. That is sick, dude. That feels like an MP5 almost in terms of the recoil. God damn, that is cool. That's one of the coolest things I've shot, I think, period. So, PPSH magazine. Oh, dude, that looks so cool, man. This is so sick, dude. All right, I'm gonna do a little burst here. Let's try to go in the berm so you can hear it a little bit. Couple shots. Wow. Yeah, I see what you mean about the gas. It's a little bit gassy. A little feed. And we are clear. That is awesome, James. Thank you so much for letting me shoot this. I've never shot an SPC9, and now I kind of want one. All right, so that has been a little bit of time shooting the XSD from Novox Research. Really, really cool product. I am so stoked you came out and we got to shoot these, dude. From what I understand, you're gonna give me one of these.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna take off my personal Scorpion XSD and throw it on yours, and that will be my thank you for having us out.
Oh, well, I really appreciate it because I mean I can't wait to shoot. I mean, like the Nexus Evo is already sick suppressed, but with the XSD in there, man, it is like a whole different animal, and it's awesome to be able to use that supersonic ammunition and have it be that quiet. It is so damn cool. And then the AR9, that one awesome too. Definitely got a little bit more recoil than the Nexus, but that's par for the course. Yeah. You know, and that's going to be the more budget option for people. So I like that, and you know, everyone's got an AR9 usually.
It's a lot more customizable as well. It's I made a bullpup one with the Reap SCY chassis.
That's cool.
It sucked. It was not fun. It shot gas like up your nose, but it looked neat.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And the SPC9 that we got, and with your XSD in there, dude, that thing shoots so fucking well. I'm really impressed by it, and the PPSH drum is awesome.
Thank you, Carl.
Carl Bruger, the GOAT.
Sweet man.
Yes, very sweet from what I hear.
Thanks to LM Ironworks for the lower, for the production. I mean, they made it for us at cost for our prototypes. I mean, definitely shout out to Nexus and to Ridgeback suppressors. People always say how cutthroat the gun industry is. I don't see it, man. I've had friends left and right just coming out of the woodworks. It's been amazing.
Fuck yeah, man. Love to hear that. You guys definitely check out Novox Research. Follow them on Instagram. Thanks so much. This has been a really awesome experience shooting these things. Can't wait to run my own and put it in my own setup. Guys, thanks for watching. You guys can, like I said, follow these guys on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. I do have a Patreon where I do primarily early access to my videos, but you also have options to get some of my music that I haven't released. Thanks again for watching another episode of PSR, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Three plus issues, I guess. I might also just be